he mandated that there will be 100% compliance of wearing a mask. And so the exceptions were if you're eating or drinking. So I just found that I just always had something to eat or drink within the police department during briefing. And then I would leave and I wouldn't wear a mask out and about.
Yeah.
Well, ultimately, that didn't last too much longer because now the directive from the chief to his chain of command was that Cody will take a bite of his burrito at briefing and then cover his face and chew inside of it. These were being specifically targeted at me. And I was like, hey, whatever, I'm good, dude. I can run and throw up. It's fine. This is good. I know I'm going to sustain this because this is a principle thing as much as a health thing as well. Like I'm not going to put myself at risk of, PTSD triggers or anything else to wear something. And then morally, I'm not going to do it either. So, so anyways, I ultimately ended up getting put on what I'll call house arrest, internal. I put on an internal, and I was stuck at my house for 4 months. And I was told that you're not allowed to leave the house. And if you do, it's misappropriations of city funds. And we're going to conduct an internal here over your actions to not wear a mask. And this happened
in Idaho. This is happening. That's crazy.
And what happened was, it was literally right before Christmas. So I don't even remember the year. It must have been the end of 22. Yeah, it must have been the end of 22, rolling into 23. And so, got to tell my wife, all those hours that she labored through me being, getting off graveyard, getting called out to a SWAT call out, exhausted, roll right to it, or I'm rolling out of graveyard straight to court and then back to my shift after 2 hours of sleep. Just she's holding the house together. She's going through all the same stress, but differently. And now I get to come home for Christmas and I'm like, hey, honey, I'm on basically an investigation for, they're saying not wearing a mask, not following a direct order to Don one. And I said, I'm sorry, but that's where we're at. So for 4 months, it was a lot of stress. And then at the end of that, Genesis Arms approached me when I was ultimately, the PD decided to terminate my time with them for not following the order to put a mask on. And Genesis said, I came right to them. I said, hey guys, this is what happened. They ultimately have terminated me as of tomorrow. And they said, good, you can start full time.
Nice.
So
you rolled right into a full-time job at Genesis.
Yeah. So then it became my only focus at that point was just straight Genesis Arms.
Yeah.
And they let me take free control of branding, the direction. I work really well with Theodore, the principal engineer and founder of the company, and the other members as well.